Today, we're diving into a text that's part prayer, part epic poem, and a complete portrait of an absolutely unforgettable hero. We're talking about the Hanuman Chalisa, and you're about to find out exactly why this ancient hymn still connects with millions of people today.
So, what if I told you that one of the most powerful hymns on the entire planet, recited by millions every single day, is basically the origin story of a superhero? It's this incredible tale of immense power, unwavering devotion, and feats that are, well, truly impossible. We're about to get into a 40-verse hymn that honestly packs the punch of an entire epic. It's called the Hanuman Chalisa, and to really get a feel for its power, we first need to understand what it actually is. So, what is the Hanuman Chalisa? Well, it's a poem from the 16th century, written by the great poet Tulsi Das. It's in a language called Awadhi, which is a dialect of Hindi. And the name, Chalisa, actually comes from the Hindi word for 40, chalis, because it has 40 core verses. Every single one of those verses is dedicated to celebrating the incredible character and the amazing deeds of the divine hero, Hanuman. To get a sense of the epic scale we're talking about, just listen to this story from one of the verses. It describes Hanuman as a young child, leaping through the entire cosmos, toward the sun. And why? Because he thought it was a ripe, juicy fruit that he wanted to eat. The sheer audacity of that image, it tells you everything you need to know about the kind of power we're dealing with here. Let's just try to put that poetic distance into perspective for a second. That journey from Earth to the sun is roughly 96 million miles. 96 million. And this, right here, is the beautiful paradox of Hanuman's character. It's captured so perfectly. On one hand, you have this unimaginable, cosmic power, and on the other, this pure, almost childlike innocence. He isn't a hero driven by ego or some lust for power. His motivations are simple, they're pure, and they come straight from the heart. So who is this hero, who's capable of mistaking the sun for a snack? Well, the Chalisa paints this incredibly rich and detailed portrait of all his different attributes. First and foremost, the hymn calls him Mahabir, the great hero. Just look at this. His body is described as being as strong and as invulnerable as a thunderbolt. He is the absolute embodiment of raw power and unshakable courage. But the verses also paint this brilliant picture of his physical form. He has a golden-hued body, a radiant face that just shines. He's got these beautiful earrings and curly hair. So it makes it really clear he isn't just some brute force. He's a figure of divine beauty and light. But his skills go way, way beyond just physical power. The Chalisa praises him as a Vidyavan, which means he's a great scholar, full of virtue, and just supremely clever. And this is such a crucial point. His immense strength is never reckless. It's always, always guided by wisdom and a powerful moral compass. And you can see this wisdom perfectly in his ability to shapeshift. He can shrink down to a tiny, subtle form to sneak into the enemy city of Lanka, but then he can also grow into a mighty, terrifying form to battle demons and display his full power. He's tactical. He uses the right form for the right job. So why does he have all these incredible powers? The Chalisa makes it absolutely clear. They are not for his own glory. They are all used in selfless service to his beloved Lord Rama. And this devotion is what led him to undertake his greatest and most impossible mission. The hymn walks us through his central role in the epic Ramayana. Get this, he single-handedly crossed a vast ocean that nobody else could. Then he snuck into the heavily guarded fortress of Lanka to find Rama's abducted wife, Sita, and gave her a message of hope. And later, he flew across an entire continent to bring back a whole mountain of life-saving herbs to save a life on the battlefield. This one verse just captures his essence perfectly. It says that with his grace, all difficult tasks in the world become easy. He represents the idea that with true devotion and strength of character, any obstacle can be overcome. He is the ultimate problem solver. Okay, so the poem tells an incredible story, right? But its true, enduring power really lies in what it promises to the people who recite it. The Chalisa isn't just some historical text. For millions, it's a living, breathing source of strength and protection. Reciting this hymn is believed to bring all sorts of blessings. It's said to get rid of fear, to cure sickness, to protect against negative forces, and to help you overcome any and all difficulties you might be facing in life. Basically, by chanting Hanuman's praise, the idea is that you're invoking his amazing qualities within yourself. And this power isn't just implied. The hymn comes right out and says it. There's a powerful verse that promises that for someone who chants Hanuman's name, sickness is destroyed and all suffering is removed. This deep belief is a huge part of why the Chalisa is still so embedded in the daily lives of millions. So that brings us to the big question. Why does a 16th century poem continue to hold such incredible power and relevance hundreds of years later?
It endures because the qualities it celebrates are totally timeless. Courage in the face of impossible odds, unwavering devotion to a righteous cause, and the strength to achieve incredible things not for your own personal glory, but in selfless service to others. I mean, these are ideals that resonate just as powerfully today as they did centuries ago.
And that really leaves us with a final thought. The Hanuman Chalisa isn't just the story of some mythological hero. It's a template for the hero that's inside all of us. It suggests that with devotion and focus, we too can find the strength to cross our own impassable oceans. It really makes you wonder, how can a 400-year-old story give us the courage we need to face our modern-day battles?